We are recording.
Welcome to February 12, 2026 Hawaii Medical Board meeting. We will start with a short video.
Welcome to the Professional and Vocational Licensing Virtual Board Meeting. When the meeting begins momentarily, the chair will take a roll call, explain any specific rules for this particular board, and then move to public comment. The name of the board member will appear on the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. For instance, this is board member Y, and this is board member E. Public testimony will be accepted at the beginning of the meeting and before each agenda item. You can indicate that you are ready to testify by clicking on the Raise Hand button being circled by the mouse on your screen now. At the appropriate time, the board will recognize you to speak and ask you to unmute your mic as shown here. Again, public testimony will be accepted at the beginning of the meeting and before each agenda item. Public attendees will not be able to unmute their microphone until recognized by the board. Public attendees who are recognized to testify will be asked to identify themselves by name and their affiliated organization if applicable. Please mute your microphone when you are finished speaking as a courtesy to others and members of the board. Public attendees will not be able to unmute themselves after the testimony is completed unless recognized again after raising their hand. At some point during the meeting, the board may choose to move into executive session. When the board moves into executive session, the board members' microphones and video feeds will be turned off, and a similar screen as you see now will be displayed. When the board returns from executive session, their microphones will be turned on, as well as their video cameras. Welcome again to the Professional and Vocational Licensing Virtual Board Meeting. At this time, the chair will call the meeting to order and take a roll call, as well as explain any additional rules that may be specific to this board.
Good afternoon. I'd like to read a few instructions to those attending this meeting. To view the meeting and to provide live oral testimony, please use the link at the top of the agenda. You will be asked to enter your name, and the board requests that you enter your full name, but you may use a pseudonym or other identifier if you wish to remain anonymous. You will also be asked for an email address, and you may fill in this field with any entry in the usual email format. For example, your username followed by the sign @ followed by the email domain.com. Your microphone will be automatically muted. When the chairperson asks for public testimony, you may click the raise hand button that's found on your Zoom screen to indicate that you wish to testify about that particular agenda item. The chairperson will individually enable each testifier to unmute their microphone. When recognized by the chairperson, please unmute your microphone before speaking and mute your microphone after you finish speaking. For phone access, if you cannot get internet access, you may get audio-only access by calling the Zoom phone number that's listed at the top of your agenda. Upon dialing the number, you'll be prompted to enter the meeting ID, which is also listed at the top of the agenda. After entering the meeting ID, you'll be asked to enter either your panelist number or wait to be admitted into the meeting. You will not have a panelist number, so please wait until you're admitted into the meeting. When the chairperson asks for public testimony, you may indicate you want to testify by entering the star sign and the number 9 on your phone's keypad. After entering the star sign and the number 9, a voice prompt will let you know that the host of the meeting has been notified. When recognized by the chairperson, you may unmute yourself by pressing the star sign and then the number 6 on your phone. A voice prompt will let you know that you are unmuted. Once you are finished speaking, please enter the star sign, then the number 6 again to mute yourself. For both internet and phone access, when testifying, you will be asked to identify yourself and the organization, if any, that you represent. Each testifier will be limited to 5 minutes of testimony per agenda item. If connection to this meeting is lost for more than 30 minutes, The meeting will be continued on a specified date and time, and this information will be provided on the board's website that is provided for you on the agenda. Instructions to attend the State of Hawaii virtual board meetings may also be found online with the link that is provided in your agenda. So at this time, I'd like to officially call the meeting to order. And when I call your name, please indicate your presence and whether or not you're alone in your immediate vicinity. I'm Danny Takanishi. I'm one of the Oahu members, current chairperson. I'm present and alone. Mr. Belcher,
Present and alone.
Dr. Andrew Fong,
Present and alone.
Dr. Elizabeth Ignacio,
Present and alone.
Dr. Michael Jaffe,
Present and alone.
Mr. Wesley Munn,
Present and alone.
Dr. Angela Pratt,
Present and alone.
Dr. Rebecca Sawai,
Present and alone.
and Dr. Robert Wotrick.
Present and alone.
Okay, we have quorum, so we will proceed. And I would first of all like to welcome Dr. Robert Wotrick to the Hawaii Medical Board. So welcome, Dr. Wotrick.
Thank you. I'm honored to be here. Thank you.
So at this time, I would like to entertain a motion to go into executive session. For those who are attending this meeting as public members, I do want to note that if you are here to testify on behalf of any of the applicants that are on the agenda, or if you are an applicant yourself, we will call you in to our executive session so that you may provide that testimony. And after our executive session concludes, for any of the other agenda items that are distinct from the applications, we will also take testimony at that time. So if I can entertain a motion to go into executive session.
Jaffe moves executive session.
Thank you, Dr. Jaffe. Is there a second?
Pratt, second.
Ignacio.
Thank you, Dr. Pratt. All those in favor, please raise your hand. It is unanimous, so I'll now take a roll call, and we will now go into executive session under HRS Section 92.
Hi, Dr. Takanishi. Oh, because we moved out. Yeah, tell him he can do it now. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. We're now back in open session. And so let's see. I wonder if Mr. Munn is having the same trouble I had. So maybe DCCA staff, if you can make sure that Mr. Munn can unmute and turn his camera on, because I did have that inability to do so.
He does have the capabilities because you left and had to come back. I could not change your status until we came back into open.
Okay, all right, so we're back in open session now, so I'm going to take a quick roll call. I'm Danny Takanishi, Oahu member, present. Mr. Gary Belcher.
Present.
Dr. Andrew Fong.
Present.
Dr. Elizabeth Ignacio.
Present.
Dr. Michael Jaffe.
Present.
Okay, Mr. Wesley Munn. Okay, Dr. Angela Pratt.
Present.
Dr. Rebecca Sawai.
Present.
Okay, and Dr. Robert Watering.
Present.
Okay, so we do have quorum, and so we will proceed. So the next order of business on our agenda is the approval, we'll take it collectively, of the January 15, 2026 open session minutes, as well as the executive session minutes. So if I can entertain a motion for approval.
Ignacio, so moved.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Ignacio. Is there a second?
So I second.
Thank you, Dr. Swai. Any discussion? There being none, all those in favor, please raise your hands. Okay, so Mr. Munn is not here, but the vote is unanimous, so I will not take a roll call. Okay, now we're going to move on to the applications for licensure. So the first is on the application of Dr. Jacqueline Tolentino, and I move to approve the application for licensure. Is there a second?
Second, Jaffe.
Belcher, second.
Okay. Oh, thank you, Dr. Jaffe and Mr. Belcher. Any further discussion on the application? Okay, noted that Mr. Munn has not entered the meeting. The motion on the floor, which has been seconded, is to approve licensure for Dr. Jacqueline Tolentino. All those in favor, please raise your hands. Okay, so it is unanimous, so I will not take a roll call. If I can entertain a motion.
Come back again.
If I can entertain a motion on the application of Dr. Nessa Sangmani.
Dr. Mike Jaffe, osteopathic member. I move to defer Dr. Nessa Sangmani's application for Hawaii licensure pending two pieces of information. One, official honorable discharge from the military, and two, a copy of her military substance use disorder evaluation.
Okay, is there a second to that motion?
Ignacio, second.
Thank you, Dr. Ignacio. Any further discussion? There being none, all those in favor of the motion, please raise your hands. Okay, it passes unanimously. I will not take a roll call. And staff, if you can let me know when Mr. Munn re-enters the open session, please. Thank you. As it stands, I do see that he's not in the open session. All right, so moving on the application of Dr. Jim Siraj, I would move to approve the application for licensure. Is there a second?
Dr. Pratt,
Belcher,
second.
second.
Okay, thank you very much. So it's been moved and seconded to approve the application for licensure for Dr. Jim Siraj. If I can show a hands, all those in favor, please raise your hands. Okay, it is unanimous, so the motion carries. If I can now entertain a motion on the matter of licensure of Dr. Timothy Taylor.
Dr. Pratt, I move to approve the application of Timothy Taylor.
Okay, it's been moved. Is there a second?
Ignacio, second.
Okay, moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Okay, all those in favor, please raise your hands. Okay, it is unanimous, and Mr. Munn is not present in the meeting room, so the motion carries unanimously. If I can entertain a motion on the matter of licensure for Dr. Wayne Tran. Well, Mr. Belcher, are you muted? Looks like you're speaking.
My apologies. Gary Belcher, public member. On the matter of the license application of Wayne Tran, I'd like to make a motion that Dr. Tran's application for licensure be granted with conditions. These conditions would be that the Hawaii Medical Board receive quarterly reports from the California Medical Board probationary unit, and should Dr. Tran move to Hawaii to practice in person here, arrangements with the Hawaii Physicians Health Program would have to go into effect.
Okay, is there a second to that motion?
Dr. Jaffe, second.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Jassy. It's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Okay, there being none, let the minutes reflect that Mr. Munn is not present in the room. And so all those in favor of the motion, please raise your hands.
Sorry, Chair, Mr. Moon is here now.
Okay, Mr. Munn, can you turn your camera on?
He's good.
The camera is on for him.
Okay, I see. All right, there we go. So, Mr. Munn, did you hear the motion that is on the floor?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So before I take a vote, now that you have entered the meeting, is there any questions or discussion that you'd like to have on the motion?
None.
Okay, there being none, all those in favor of the motion, please raise your hands. All right, let the minutes reflect that it is unanimous, so we will move on. So on the matter of the application for licensure of Dr. Robert Bernstein, if I can entertain a motion.
Here, I move to approve the application of Dr. Robert Bernstein.
Okay, is there a second?
Pratt, second.
Okay, so it's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Okay, there being none, all those in favor of the motion, please raise your hands. Okay, let the minutes reflect that it is unanimous, so I will not take a roll call. If I can now entertain a motion for approval of the ratification list before you, dated February 12th, 2026.
So I move to approve.
Okay, thank you very
Ignacio,
much. Is there a
second.
second? Okay, thank you. Moved and seconded. Any further questions? Okay, all those in favor of approving the ratification list dated February 12th, 2026, please raise your hands. Okay, it is unanimous. I will not take a roll call. Before we get into new business, is there anybody out in the room who would like to provide testimony for any new business on our agenda?
There is no public testimony at this time, Chair.
Okay, thank you very much. So moving on to new business, the first item, continuing medical education waiver modification requests on the matter of Dr. Miles Wayne Howard. If I can entertain a motion.
It's Gary Belcher, public member, on the matter of Miles Howard, requesting a waiver from CME. Motion to not grant that waiver, but to grant him a 3-month extension to complete his remaining 12 credits.
Okay, and So if I could, if you would be willing to take a friendly amendment before we take a second on that, that's from the date of notification that will be provided by the staff of the Hawaii Medical Board. Okay, can I have a second to that?
Jaffe, second.
Thank you, Dr. Jaffe. Any further discussion? All those in favor, please raise your hand. Okay, it is unanimous, so I will not take a roll call. So the next item on the agenda is the 2026 legislative session. And at the last meeting, as reflected in our minutes, we did vote on volunteer 2026 legislative liaisons. And we would like to have Dr. Jaffe also serve in that capacity. So if I can have a motion to that effect.
Pratt move.
Okay, thank you.
Second.
Thank you, Dr. Pratt and Dr. Ignacio. Any further discussion? Okay, and Dr. Jaffe, we presume that you will accept.
I do. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Jaffe. All right, so all those in favor of adding Dr. Jaffe to our list of 2026 legislative liaisons, please raise your hands. It is unanimous, so I will not take a roll call. And just for summative purposes, you have before you on your agenda the list of attached measures that the board would be tracking that pertain to healthcare. And as you can see, the agenda that is available to the public online, there are color-coded measures, as you can see. So the blue measures that start under the new business item B, 2026 legislative session, those are all the ones that the board would be interested in potentially because they directly pertain to the board's statutory authority. And those that are in red, while they may pertain to healthcare, the board will generally, as it has historically, track those measures because of the fact that they are related to health, but they do not necessarily have pertinence under the board's statutory authority. So if I can entertain a motion that I'll take two motions. So the first will be that the board has historically taken a position that should any bills that come forward in any legislative session that pertain to the scope of practice, whether by telemedicine or otherwise, the board has historically been consistent in its approach that individuals who will be practicing the scope of medicine that involve patients that are located in the state of Hawaii, that those individuals be licensed under the Hawaii Medical Board, such that the board will then have authority to regulate these individuals who are providing care for individuals who are in the state of Hawaii to ensure that public safety is clearly part of the mission of the board that we will see fulfilled via this mechanism. So if I can have a motion to that effect.
Jaffe, so moved.
Thank you, Dr. Jaffe. Is there a second?
Mon
Pratt,
seconds.
Second.
Oh, thank you very much. So moved and seconded. Any further discussion on that? That would be the board's overarching goal as we proceed going forward. Okay, there being none, all those in favor, please raise your hand. Okay, thank you. It carries unanimously. And the other motion that I'd like to entertain is that because of the rapidity where many bills come forward and are placed on agendas for the different committees, because the board has designated the 2026 legislative liaisons, I'd like to entertain a motion that because the board only meets monthly, but oftentimes the bills will come up with very short notice, that we entertain a motion to delegate authority to these legislative liaisons to work in consult with our Deputy Attorney General assigned to the board and our executive officers in order to provide timely testimony for bills as they appear before committees in the legislative session. And if so, I can entertain a motion to that effect.
Ignacio, so moved.
Thank you, Dr. Ignacio. Is there a second?
1 second.
Okay, thank you. It's moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Okay, all those in favor, please raise your hands. It is unanimous, so I will not take a roll call. So there's some other items for information in and on the agenda. So first has to do with the new business, the item that pertains to comments on the Federation of State Medical Board draft responses that you have before you. The Federation broadly solicits input from medical boards, from their attorneys general, as well as from the public under certain circumstances. But again, this is provided for you for informational purposes. So please feel free. You can individually email the Federation to provide any input that you feel is important that the Federation will take under advisement prior to these draft reports going to their board of directors at their annual meeting that will occur in April and in early May. Okay, so that's for informational purposes. And then the other one for informational purposes in your packet is a memo that is dated February 3rd, 2026, which basically is, again, for informational purposes, just to serve as a warning that all must be careful because of these scam phone calls that are occurring that are targeting, in particular, medical professionals. And as you can see, these are recommendations not to give out personal information and to always have source verification before any information is indeed released. Okay, any questions on that?
Is there a posted, is this posted on our board website or something that we can link to it with other messaging to our physician community or healthcare provider community?
That's actually a great question. I'm going to defer to our executive officers. Is that release from the governor? Is that posted on our DCCA website?
DCCA announced it, so it should. It's in the email, but it's not on the Hawaii Medical Board website. Yeah, not on Hawaii Medical Board, but on DCCA.
Am I permitted to take the notice and either scan it or post it?
Yes, yes. So a
Okay.
copy of this is located on the general DCCA website under the news releases tab.
Okay, thank
So
you.
this is a public information, so welcome to, you to.
I think it's also at the Hawaii Medical Board website as well.
Is it? Oh, I didn't see
Yeah.
it. I checked. Thank you. Thank you.
And I think just as a matter of process, once something like this comes before the board, again, because the public has access to this meeting, this becomes a matter of public knowledge. So certainly any board member, certainly the public, would have access to this press release and can disperse it accordingly. Okay, but that's a great question. I think it'll be helpful if to confirm that it indeed is posted on the website, our website. Okay.
Oh, sorry,
I'm sorry.
Chair. I just wanted to note that the one currently on our website is from 2024, so we will be sure to update it. Sure. So only information update one is DCCA news release posted on February 3rd, 2026.
Okay, all right, thank you. Any questions on those informational items? All right, then the last item of business, this had to do with an email that was actually submitted to medical boards and to medical board staffs that was dated October 31st, 2025. The Federation of State Medical Boards 2026 annual meeting is being held in Baltimore this year on April 30th to May 2nd. And so what they do to, as the email states, to offset costs for members and staff to participate, medical boards are eligible to receive 3 scholarships. So one scholarship is for what they designate as the voting delegate, And I'm going to read directly from the email. Usually this is the state medical board president or chair or alternate board member. A state may also select a staff fellow or other senior staff member to serve as their voting delegate at the House of Delegates meeting on Saturday, May 2nd. One scholarship is also available for senior staff. And so if a staff fellow is designated as a voting delegate, this would be available for another member of the medical board staff. And as I understand it, it's been practiced that the director of the DCCA has often required that the staff members not travel during this time period. As my understanding is, unverified with the current director of the DCCA, is that the rationale is because of the oftentimes timely need for executive officers on behalf of their boards or commissions to provide testimony on bills that come before certain legislative committees. And so hence the import of having the staff members actually present in Hawaii. I'm not sure if that has changed because of the ability now for remote access, but certainly I think that's been one area where, again, historically, staff have not been able to attend this meeting. And then the third scholarship is at the discretion of the member boards. And this can be used for either a board member or another staff member to attend the meeting. And then in addition to 3 scholarships, the Federation will award up to 12 scholarships for public members to attend the meeting. And in order to be eligible for this scholarship, the recipient must be a public member of a state medical board and not a recipient of any other scholarship. And only one public member per state board may receive the scholarship, and priority will be given to first-time attendees. So I guess based on that, first order is if we can decide on the voting delegate, and again, they said, as it states here, it's usually the medical board president or chair, but it can be a staff fellow or an alternate board member. And so if we can entertain this is as an action item, I guess a nomination and a vote for that.
I nominate Gary Belcher to represent us as a non-physician member.
Okay, so this would be for the voting delegate.
Motion to nominate Dr. Takanishi as the voting delegate to the FSMB annual meeting.
Well, so Mr. Belcher can also be the voting delegate. So I just want to clarify. So there's a distinction here between staff, additional medical board, and voting delegate. So there's technically potentially 3.
But Gary can qualify as a public member, which is even better.
And we need Dr. Takanishi to be the voting delegate or someone with similar knowledge.
Okay. I'm happy to serve. I'm going to be at the meeting anyway because as you all know, because of your wonderful letter of support, the nominating committee did put me on the slate. So this year I'm running for the board of the Federation. So I will be at that meeting anyway, one way or another, but I'd be happy to serve in the capacity of your voting delegate.
In favor.
Okay. All right. So Gary, I take it the nomination seconded. Any further discussion? I guess, do you want me to leave the room? And then Gary, you can conduct this.
It's okay. I have a feeling it's going to be unanimous.
It does seem a little bit self-serving, but okay. Do I have your endorsement then? I'll be happy to serve in the capacity.
Can we all vote by a show of hands?
Okay. All right. I guess
that's unanimous.
Okay. And I guess executive officers, I should probably vote for myself, right? So we don't have to do a roll call. Okay. So the other options we also have is we have a staff member, and we also have we can have a third scholarship for another medical board member or staff member. The public member, I think, Gary, did you did you receive one of these before for public member? I don't remember.
Yes, I went to Minneapolis
Okay,
in
because
23.
okay, because we could, but it says priority will be given to first-time attendees. But I think we can so I would nominate Gary for the other scholarship. It says for the member medical board's discretion. It can be for another board member or another staff member.
I second Gary's nomination.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Okay, all those in favor, please raise your hands. Okay, all right, so it is unanimous. And then the third scholarship, we have two more, so we can nominate Mr. Munn if you're interested. For the public member, they'll award up to 12 scholarships total. And then the other one would be for senior staff. So I guess Elizabeth or Young Im, would either of you be interested if your director said it was okay?
Everything.
I'm sorry, I cannot see that you're so small on my screen, and I can't make you bigger. It won't let me pin you.
I'm okay with Elizabeth going. If anything urgent, I can cover. So.
Okay. Yeah, I think your testimony has been beautiful.
Thank you. I worked hard.
Okay. All right. So, shall we nominate Elizabeth Kaur, pending approval by the director of the DCCA? I guess, but actually, Young Im, you're over everybody, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I would nominate Elizabeth Kaur then to be the senior staff for the
Belcher,
medical board.
second.
Okay. Any further discussion? Okay. All those in favor, please raise your hand. Okay. Thank you. That is unanimous. I will not do a roll call. And I just want to make sure I'm reading the email correctly. Okay. I think that concludes our business. Is there any additional new business that anyone wants to bring forward or anything that we didn't cover from our executive officers?
Oh, thank you, members, for your vote.
And then certainly thank you to the medical board for all your work. And I think we can adjourn with almost 45 minutes. We can get back to you after a marathon we had last month.
Dr.
All right.
Takaishi, I just wanted to thank you for your guidance on the expiring licensure as the chair. So thank you for that. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Okay. All right, there being no further business, why don't we go and give all of us about a little over 45 minutes of our time. And again, thank you so much for that marathon meeting we had last month. Okay. All right. Okay. See you next month. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mhm.